everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, nice to see you all after a while, I think, because I think we couldn't meet in May, right, Auntie Naoda?
Yes, we couldn't. It was a kind of a long break.
Long
Good
break.
to see everyone.
Yes. So, welcome you again for Wetland Tales, the session in June. And today we are going to talk about, listen to a beautiful another story about butterfly. Look at Auntie Naoda. She looks like a really beautiful butterfly.
I have wings today, Auntie. I have wings today. Do you like my wings?
I like your outfit, and it really goes well with the background, and you look like a beautiful butterfly.
Thank you. Butterflies are very beautiful creatures, aren't they? So I thought that maybe I could just try and be a little bit like them, look like them maybe.
Nice.
They wear very matching and balanced outfits, don't they? Their wings are really nicely color matched and all that.
Yeah, I
Don't
think
you think?
yes, I think one of the most colorful animal group living on planet. So everybody loves butterfly. I don't think there is nobody who don't love butterfly, right? Everybody loves butterfly. So without getting much delay, I would like to invite Auntie Naoda to tell you this beautiful Spanish story about the butterflies. Are you ready to listen?
Are you ready, children?
Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Thumbs up if you are ready. You can turn your mics on and you can turn on your cameras too. So then Auntie can see you. I'm sure that all of you look like beautiful butterflies. Little children now, of course, like butterflies. They are beautiful. They are colorful. Do you like bright colors, like the butterfly colors? Yes. Have you seen butterflies? I'm sure you have seen butterflies. Do you have butterflies visiting your garden?
Yes, Auntie.
Yes. Do you have a garden? Now, those who have a garden, put your hands up. Those who have some flower pots and a nice garden, very good. Then do butterflies. Huh? Yes. Do butterflies visit your garden? Do butterflies visit your garden? Yes. Very good. Yes. So, like, what kind of animals are they? Now, there are different groups, right? So, different types of animals. What are they? Are they mammals or insects or what are they? Insects. Ah, okay. I'm sure Auntie Chetika has a lot of other information about them. But let's just, listen to the story first, right? And then we'll have a lovely discussion about butterflies. Okay? So is everyone ready to listen to the story? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. I would like to see some more faces. Ah, there. Right. Okay. Now this story is... Good morning, Skylar. Good morning. We are just about to start the story. Are you excited? Yes? Okay. Now this story
Every
is...
time when I go to school, the butterflies are following me.
Oh, really? Maybe you're a
Good
flower then.
morning,
Good morning. Good morning. Yes, butterflies like little
Good
children.
morning,
Good morning. Good morning. Okay, so then shall we get started with the story? Now, this story is all the way from Spain. Okay, this is a Spanish story, Spanish folk tale. Okay, do you know where Spain is? Now you have to find that out also. Now you know that aunties bring folk tale, and these folk tales are from around the world. So
Europe. In Europe, Asia is in Europe. Spain is in Europe.
okay, right. So I want everyone to, after the session, you can take the map and see where Spain is, right? So that's another, it's good to know where these countries are, right? So since we bring a folk tale from different countries around the world, after the session, you can, take your map and see where exactly Spain is, okay? So this story, The Beautiful Butterfly, is a Spanish folk tale. Now, there was once a very beautiful butterfly, butterfly. Okay. Now she was really beautiful. Now all the butterflies are beautiful, but this one was very special because she was beautiful and also she was very kind. Now when you are kind, you are more beautiful. Don't you think? Yes, kind people are more beautiful. So this butterfly was also like that. She was beautiful and she was very kind. And she had a lot of friends. And do you know the color of her wings? Can you guess the color of her wings? It's the color that Auntie is wearing today.
Blue and pink.
Yes, her wings were mainly beautiful blue. Okay.
Blue,
So she was,
white, orange, pink.
oh yes, you can see all those colors as well. Yes. So she was very kind and she had a lot of friends. One day, after some time, she thought that maybe that it was time for her to get married. Okay. So then she just told it to some of her friends and the word spread very quickly. Oh, that the butterfly wants to get married and she is looking for a suitable partner. So the very next morning, can you guess who came to speak to her? It was the sun. Now, what do you know about the sun? What kind of a thing is sun? Sun is also very bright and beautiful and warm, right? So the sun
It's a
thought,
star. It's a star.
it's a star, yes.
It's a star.
So the sun thought that maybe he could marry the butterfly. So the sun asked the butterfly, butterfly, you are so beautiful and you're very warm and kind. I would like to marry you. Will you marry me? Then the butterfly thought for a minute. She thought and she said, sun, you're very, very good and you're very warm, right? And you're very warm and perfect in your own way. And you provide life to everyone. You give life to everyone. Isn't he? Now the sun gives life to everything, every plant, every animal, right? But butterfly didn't think that it was a very good match. She said, but I'm afraid you're not the right one for me. So then the sun was okay, he was a little sad, but then anyway, he was her friend. So he said, okay, that's okay. And then during the day, now what do butterflies eat? Do they eat or do they drink? What do they, what do they take as food?
Drink. They drink
They drink what? They drink nectar. From where do they get nectar? From where do they get nectar? From the flowers, yes. So she visited some flowers. Okay, so she sat on a flower and started to drink nectar. And the flower started to talk to her and said, beautiful butterfly, you have the sweetest way about you. Will you marry me? What do you think the butterfly said? Do you think that the butterfly agreed? No. She thought for a bit and then she said, oh flower, you're so sweet and you're perfect in your own way. And you give food to the bees and for us, for the butterflies. But I'm afraid you are not the right one for me. So then the flower was also a little sad, but he was okay. He said, that's okay because you're my friend, that's okay. Then that night, now at night, something comes out in the sky. What's that?
Moon.
Something round, yes, and yellow. And
The moon.
Yes. So that night, when the butterfly looked up, she saw the moon. Okay, so the moon was nice and round and it was very, very calm and quiet that night. And the moon talked to her that night. And he said, beautiful butterfly, you're always happy and you also make everyone around you happy. Will you marry me? But do you think the butterfly agreed? Do you think the butterfly wanted to marry the moon?
No.
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 This butterfly is a really picky one, isn't she? Huh? She's really choosy about, whom to marry. So she said, oh moon, you're perfect in your own way, but you're always changing. Now, have you seen the moon in the sky? Does it look the same all the time, every night? Is it
No.
red? No.
No.
What happens to the moon? What does it look? Every day, what happens? On the full moon day, have you seen the moon on the full moon day?
Yes.
Yes, it's nice and round and beautiful and bright. But then after that, what happens? Yes? What happens? It changes. Yes, every day it changes. You can see a little bit less every day. And then there's a day that you can't see the moon at all. Right? Some days you can't see the moon at all. Yes, for a day we can see the full moon. Yes. But then after that, the moon kind of, it gets smaller and smaller. Sometimes you can't see it at all. And sometimes you can see only a crescent. Right? Just a nice crescent in the sky.
You can't see anything.
Yes, after after a month or so, after the full moon, you can't see the moon at all. On one day you can't see the moon at all. There's a particular day in the month you can't see the moon. The moon is not there. Okay, so butterfly didn't like that. So she wanted someone who was not. She wanted someone who was not changing constantly like that. So she said, "Oh moon, you're so bright and you're lovely and all that. But I could only see you clearly at night after you chase away the sun. I'm afraid you're not the right one for me." So she refused to marry Moon as well. Okay. And now what do you think about, now whom do you think the butterfly should marry? Yes? Another butterfly. Obviously, isn't it? Don't you think that another butterfly would be the perfect match? Right? So next day, she met a very handsome butterfly. Right? So he was very handsome. He had beautiful wings, and also he was very kind. And he said, "Beautiful butterfly, you're so lovely and kind. Will you marry me?" And what do you think the butterfly said? What do you think the butterfly said?
Yes.
Yes. He said, "Yes. Yes. Oh, Mr. Butterfly, you are perfect in your own way. I think we have a lot in common, and we could have a beautiful life together. So yes, I will marry you," she said. And both the butterflies were very happy. And then they planned for a beautiful wedding. Now, can you imagine a wedding with all the butterflies and all the, lovely creatures in the wild? Okay, so they invited all their friends in the forest, right? They all came for their wedding. They arranged a beautiful party, a very beautiful cake, a big cake, and all the animal friends came to their wedding. Okay, now while the party was going on, now Mrs. Butterfly, now she's not Miss Butterfly anymore. She was the Mrs. Butterfly. So Mrs. Butterfly told her husband if he could go to the river and bring some water so that they can serve it to the guests and they can drink some water after eating the cake. So this husband, now he's the husband of the butterfly, Mr. Butterfly, he went to the nearby river to get some water. Now, do you think it's very easy to get water from the river? Now, for a butterfly, is it very easy?
No.
It's a very tricky task, isn't it?
No.
And what happens if a butterfly gets wet?
No.
What happens if its wings get wet?
They can't fly.
Is it a good thing? He can't fly. Yeah, that's true. Yes. So while he was trying to get water from the river, accidentally he fell into the water. And then, now who lives in the water? What animals live in the water? Fish. Yes, there are crocodiles. Yes, my goodness. Yes. And what else?
Frogs.
Yes. Fish. Yes, frogs. Okay. So when the butterfly fell into the water, a big fish came and swallowed it. Oh dear. Now where's the butterfly? Where's the butterfly? Inside the fish. Yes, the butterfly is inside the fish. Right? So now what? Now one of the animals saw what happened and quickly went to Mrs. Butterfly and said, what happened? Okay, oh, now I just came from the river and I saw that the Mr. Butterfly was caught by a fish. He is inside the fish's mouth. And now what? Oh my God. What do you think the lady butterfly felt? What do you think she felt?
Sad.
Very sad. Yes, she felt very, very sad. And she started to cry. And it was her wedding day and, you know, they just got married. And now what happened? The husband is gone. So she felt really, really sad and she started to cry. And all the friends, the ladybugs, mice, rabbits, squirrels, spiders, and all the creatures that, you know, were gathered around her, they were so sad, right? So she started to cry and cry and cry. And then what happened? Now there was this ladybug. Now she was one of the best friends of Lady Butterfly. So she saw the Lady Butterfly was crying, and then what did she do? She started to fly around in circles. Now, have you seen ladybugs? Have you seen ladybugs?
Yes.
Yes? No?
No,
Those who have
I
seen
don't
ladybugs, what
That's
color are
nothing.
they? What color are the ladybugs? What color are the
Red and
ladybugs?
red.
Yes, they are red and they have black spots, right? So, have you seen how they fly?
Yes.
Sometimes they fly round and round and round. Yes, now this ladybug started to fly in circles. So she started flying round and round and round. So when they are upset, that's what they do. Okay. So now then there was the frog. Now the frog saw the ladybug flying round and round and round. The frog asked, why are you flying round and round? Why are you flying in circles? And then the ladybug said, now my friend, Mrs. Butterfly's husband fell in the water and my friend is crying. I'm so upset. That's why I am flying in circles. Right? Okay.
They're happy.
So, right. So the frog, what did frog? Now frog also felt very upset. What did he do? Now what do frogs do? Normally what do? They go boing, boing. They hop about, right? The frogs can, that's what they can do. They can hop about. So what did the frog do? He started to hop from one leaf to the other, one leaf to the other. So when they are nervous, that's what they do, just jumping about from leaf to leaf. Okay. So then someone else saw that. Okay. So that was a forest elf. Do you know what a forest elf is? Now in stories, there are forest elves, elves. Do you know what elves are? Yes? No?
Yes.
Elves are like mythical creatures. Okay, so they say that in the forests there are elves. Okay, so they take care of the forest, they take care of the animals. Okay, so in this forest also there was a elf, a forest elf. So the forest elf saw that the ladybug was, flying in circles and the frog was jumping from leaf to leaf. And the forest elf asked, why are you jumping from leaf to leaf? What's happening? And then what did the frog say? He said, my friend's butterfly, her husband fell into the water and, he was eaten by a fish, right? And then I'm just so upset. That's why I'm jumping from one leaf to the other. And then what did the forest elf do? Now, when he is upset, he kind of, forgets where he is. He started to run about in his underwear. Can you imagine? Now, if you see someone running about in their underwears, does it, make a very nice scene? What would you do if you see someone running about in their underwear? Now, that's exactly what you are laughing now, right? So that's exactly what all the other animals did. So when they saw the forest elf running about in the underwear, then all the animals started to laugh. Oh my God, what's happened to this one? Now he's running about in his underwear. And these animals, even though they were very sad and they were crying, they started to laugh. Okay, so then they laughed and laughed, and finally the fish also started to laugh. Now the fish had the butterfly in his mouth, and while he was laughing, what happened?
The
He opened his
butterfly.
mouth and the butterfly came out. He just choked it out. Okay, so Mr. Butterfly came out of the fish's mouth. So that was a very good thing to happen, isn't it? What do you think? Now, are you glad that Mr. Butterfly came out of the fish's
Yes.
mouth?
Yes.
So it was a good thing that the forest elf ran around in his underwear, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. So somehow they made the fish laugh, and then the fish choked the butterfly out of his mouth. And now the Mr. Butterfly didn't know what this is all about, right? Because he was trapped inside the mouth. So he asked, why is everyone laughing? What happened? And everyone came and hugged him, gave him a big hug because they were so happy that he was back and that he was safe and sound. And who do you think was the happiest of them all?
Mrs. Butterfly.
Mrs. Butterfly. Yes.
Mrs. Butterfly.
Butterfly. Yes. So she gave a kiss to her husband, and then after that they continued their party, and then they had a very nice wedding, and they continued to live happily ever after. And that's the end of the story.
They're holding hands.
Do you like the story? Do you like the story?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Okay. What's your favorite part in the story?
I want to join the part when they're happily having the wedding after all the things that happen.
Very good. Yes, you can draw a beautiful picture, right, of the wedding maybe. And you can draw Mr. and Mrs. Butterfly as well. So tell me, what's your favorite part in the story? Who would like to tell me the favorite part?
And the forest elf friend is underwear.
The forest elf runs about in his underwear. Okay. Anil likes that. Kavidul also liked the part where the forest elf runs about in his underwear.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Who else would like to tell me? Put your hand up, then you can tell me. Yes, Tisha? You like that part too. Okay. Who else would like to tell me what your favorite part is? Yes? Who else would like to tell me what your favorite part is? Timan, how about you? Emily, how about you?
See, I like the part when they got married.
When he got married. Okay.
I like to ladybug fly circle.
Ah, okay. Now there's a different one, right? Yes. When the ladybug started to fly in circles. Okay. How about others? Yes? Who else would like to tell me? Yes, Dihela? You can't hear Dihela very clearly. I think you have a connection issue now. Okay. Yes, Enya, what about you? Enya, what do you think? Which part do you like?
The part which the butterflies get married.
Ah, okay. The part where the butterfly gets married. So you can start drawing a picture. Ah, yes, Liana, would you like to tell us which part you like?
I like the one where Mr. Butterfly was going to the river.
Ah, okay. When Mr. Butterfly went to the river, you like that part and then got caught by a fish. Yes? Auntie Chetika, which part do you like the most?
I like that party that they were having.
Ah, okay, the wedding.
Yes,
Yes?
the wedding party, right? Yes.
Yes, yes. They had a very nice
Yeah.
wedding.
It was
Must have been a really nice wedding in the jungle. Yes?
Like the
Yes, Sansa. Which part do you like?
butterfly having the party.
The butterfly having a party. Okay, very good. Lovely. So, Auntie, can they start drawing then?
Yes,
Can they
they can
start
start,
drawing
yeah,
their
they can
beautiful-
start drawing their favorite part of the story.
Mhm. And I'm sure Auntie Chetika has a lot of facts about butterflies.
Yeah,
as well.
because like I really like butterflies and studying about butterflies. So from today they also can start about studying about butterflies, right? if they really enjoy. They are very amazing creatures. So can I share while they are drawing? I have some interesting facts about butterflies. Okay, let me. Just you can start drawing, but you can at the same time you can.
You can listen to Auntie as well. Okay. So while you are drawing, listen to Auntie, and also now she's going to share some nice information about butterflies. So pay attention to that as well. Okay.
Can you see the screen?
Yes, Auntie, we can see this.
Okay, so some interesting facts about butterflies. So you know what butterflies eat? What do they eat?
Nectar.
They drink. Okay, sorry, wait. They drink nectar, right? So do you know which part of their mouth? So this is how their mouth looks like, the whole face. So have you seen their mouth so closer? So have you seen before? Okay, so this is how their mouth, face looks like. Can you see there is a long thin tube? So that is the tube that they use to suck the nectar. Okay, so even they are very tiny, they have such a long tube, and it is called.
That's the butterfly tongue.
Yes, it looks like, yeah, we can say it's their tongue as also. So actually it's that's their mouth. They are not like us. They have a very long, thin mouth, which is like a spiral. And then.
It's called straws.
Yes. Then, and did you know that butterflies, they taste the taste of the nectar with their feet? So if you clearly observe next time when the butterfly is on a flower, you can see they are always their feet on the flower. Because why? Because their taste buds, they are on the feet. Do you know where our taste buds are? Where do we have that? Our
tongue, in the tongue.
Yes, very correct. Okay, we have our taste buds on our tongue, but butterflies, they have on their feet. And have you seen that some butterflies, it's true that they are feeding on nectar, but have you seen some butterflies are on the ground? Especially in a sunny day, have you seen?
Yes, Auntie, I have seen butterflies.
Yeah, sometimes like hundreds of butterflies. If you happen to visit Yala or Uddawalawe, that kind of area, you can see these yellow color butterflies, the hundreds of butterflies, they are on the ground. So what they are doing on the ground? Because you know, butterflies, even they feed nectar, they need supplements. Like we also need supplements, like they need minerals, they need salt, but they cannot take them from the nectar because nectar gives only the sugar. So butterflies, usually they take the minerals and the salt that they want from the mud. And why they need minerals and salt? To make their wings more stronger. So these yellow color and white butterflies, they travel long distance. They can fly hundreds of kilometers. So they need their muscles to be strong for that. Isn't it very interesting?
It is very interesting indeed.
Yes.
Children, have you seen?
Yes.
Has anyone seen? Has anyone seen butterflies on the ground?
Yes.
Ah, nice. Okay, so they're taking minerals and the salt from the mud. And also, so this is some facts about butterflies in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka,
Some butterflies drink the tears of some animals.
Yes, there are some butterflies also. There are few butterflies, they feed on some animals as well. And also this is the largest butterfly in Sri Lanka, and also this is our national butterfly. We call Sri Lankan bird wing. And unfortunately, we cannot see them in around Colombo, but if you go to Sinharaja, that area, you can see this butterfly. It's a very huge butterfly. Okay. So the wingspan or the length of the wing from one corner to the other, it's about 15 to 18 centimeters. Can you imagine how big it is?
That's
So
quite big, Auntie. That's quite big.
Yes, Auntie. Now I have seen this butterfly in
Oh, really?
Sinharaja. Yeah,
Wow.
it's like a small bird actually.
Yeah, I can imagine. Like, if it's that big, my goodness.
Yes, so it's the largest butterfly in Sri Lanka as well as our national butterfly.
Where have you seen this, Auntie?
In Singaraja,
Okay, in
Kanneliya,
Singapore.
that area, in rainforest of Sri Lanka,
Okay,
they live.
lovely.
Yes. So next, do you like to attract butterflies into your garden? Even you have a very small garden, or maybe if you have just a balcony, you can attract many butterflies. Do you like to know how?
Yes, please.
Yes. So I will tell you, Auntie, do you know that it's true that butterflies are feeding on plants, but
Mhm.
there are two types of plants that they need. The first plant
Okay.
type is they need plants to lay their eggs, because we know butterflies, caterpillar, they are feed on the plant leaves. And
Yes.
also when they become butterflies, they need plants to drink nectar. So in their life cycle, they need plants for 2 times. Okay. So the plants that they need to lay their eggs, we call them as host plants. And
Okay.
interestingly, every butterfly, they don't lay eggs in all the plants. They have their own plant to lay eggs, or maybe few, 1 or 2.
So that means they don't lay eggs on every plant. They
No,
are
no,
very
no, no.
selective.
They are very
Okay.
selective. So some
Okay.
butterflies, they have only one single type of plants, but some have
Oh,
like 1 or 2. So let's see, if you can grow these plants in your garden, then you can attract many beautiful butterflies. Okay, so first I will show you some of the common plants that you can grow in your garden. Even you have a small garden, you can grow them. Karapincha, you know Karapincha, right?
yes.
Eh,
I think most of you all have a karapincha tree in the garden,
I
karapincha plant
have
in the
one.
garden.
Okay.
There.
Yes.
I have.
If
Who
I
else has a
have
karapincha
one.
plant?
Yes,
You
so if
also
you
have
have
one.
Karapincha
I
tree,
have one.
nice.
I have one. I have
Very good. Very
Wow.
good.
one.
You already have butterfly houseplants in your garden. So you can attract this butterfly called common mom. This is a very beautiful butterfly with black and
I
white
have
kid. Oh, nice. Then also tea, like lemon,
We
lime.
have they too.
Wow. Okay. So any citrus plant, then you can attract this butterfly called lime butterfly. Why it's called
Oh,
lime butterfly? Because they lay eggs on the lime trees. Then, do you know this one? Kiriaguna or Kurinyang. It's a nice malluma. Auntie, do you like this?
yes, yes. I like it, Auntie.
Yeah,
I
it's
like
a
it.
vine. It's a වැලක්. හොඳේ. ඔයගොල්ලන් ගෙදර මේ වැල තියෙනවා නම් you can attract this glassy tiger. This is also very beautiful butterfly. Then
It looks
this,
very nice. Yes.
yes, this plant called vallabab. This is a small a weed, not a weed actually, herb where you can see everywhere, even in your garden. That is
Uh-huh.
also a host plant. Even in the roadside, you can see this small plant. So it attracts this small but white color butterfly called Psyche.
Okay.
Then, this is a similar plant to passion fruit, but this is not exactly passion fruit. This is called dalbatu. Maybe you have seen this, the flower. It looks like a passion fruit flower.
Yeah, we have some passion fruit.
Yeah,
Passion
but
fruit
this is not
wine,
passion
but
fruit.
it's
This
not.
is
Yeah,
called,
yeah.
this is
The
called,
color looks
yeah,
white.
and it attracts this beautiful orange color butterfly called Tony Coaster.
Mm.
And if you have any kind of anoda, katu anoda or whatever anoda, this is also beautiful butterfly with black and green called tail J. Then katurumurunga. Who has katurumurunga? I like to eat katurumurunga.
I have.
Okay. So that
Do you
means
like to eat katurumurunga? Those who like to eat katurumurunga, put your hands up.
The monkeys broke my cover to
Oh,
they love to eat the the leaves of katurumurunga. Okay, so if you have katurumurunga, this common grass yellow, they lay eggs on the katurumurunga trees.
Auntie, I think
Yes.
I have actually taken those now. Normally, when they put their eggs, and I have seen those tiny caterpillars. And can you remember like now in schools, we used to take that leaf, yes, the entire leaf, and then put it in a jam bottle, and then let see the cycle, the butterflies.
Cycle, yeah, now they can start doing that. Okay.
Yes, I have done it many times.
Yeah, sure. I also did that when I was in kindergarten. So it's a nice experiment you can do. And also
you can see the butterfly, gradually developing inside the.
Yeah, and also, Auntie, now I talked about the largest butterfly in Sri Lanka birdwing. But so they lay eggs on this small vine called sapsanda. Actually, even we do plant sapsanda in Colombo, we cannot bring Sri Lanka birdwing because they are only adapt to that rainforest condition. But we can attract lovely two butterflies called crimson rose and common rose. They are very beautiful, red and black. And even in Deosaru Park, they have planted this sapsanda, and during the butterfly season, a lot of crimson roses and common roses are coming there. So in plant nurseries, you may find this plant called sapsanda, or if your like grandparents are living in far away from Colombo, you can easily find this one, sapsanda. It's a herb. Then mango. Most of you have your mango in your garden. So that is also house plant, okay, for this butterfly called baron. And also this red color kaneru, that is also house plant where this common Indian crow, they lay eggs on the red color kaneru plants. And this is vara. Vara is also beautiful plant, but vara, there is a kind of like a secretion in the vara plant. It's a little bit poisonous, but vara is, it's a beautiful plant where I have seen in closer to Colombo in Panadur area, along the coast, I have seen this plant. And this plain tiger and common tiger, another two beautiful butterflies, they lay egg in the vara plants. And also, so that's about the plants that butterfly lay eggs. So if you want to bring those butterflies, you can plant them. So they will come and they lay egg, and see the caterpillars. So they complete their life cycle. I told you butterflies also needs feeding plants to get nectar. So now I will show you the few feeding plants that you can grow. Attapethia and Zinnias are very good feeding plants for butterflies. And have you seen this Balunakutta? It's looks like
a funny name, Auntie.
Funny name.
Funny name.
Yeah, it looks like I don't know why.
Dog's tail?
Like a dog's tail. It calls as Balunakutta. It grows everywhere. So it's butterflies love this plant, Balunakutta. And this we call in Sinhala minimal. That is also
cemeteries. Mostly they grow it in cemeteries. No? I think that's why they call it minimal.
That's minimal. But it's a beautiful one. And now they are growing in the gardens as well. Many colors now. And this athonda, this is another plant because it looks like the elephant's trunk. Yes, that's called athonda. And butterfly loves this plant because when the athonda flower dries, butterfly takes some nectar from there. So if you have athonda plants, you can see even in a small plant, you can see more than 20-30 butterflies. That much love that athonda. And also this pinna, maybe pinna is also very good nectar plant for butterflies. And Ixora, Ratmal, this Ashoka, and this Andanahiria. Okay, so if you can find these plants, these are not very big plants, like you can plant them even in the pots and keep them in your balcony even, and you can attract many butterflies because they have a lot of food in your garden. Then Udupialia and Monorakudumbia, these are small herbs. You can see them, even already you are having them in your garden. And also, okay, my next thing, do you like to be a butterfly scientist? Children?
Put your hand up if you like to be a butterfly scientist. Yes?
Teacher. Yes.
Okay, so Auntie, children, the scientists who are studying about insects, we call them entomologists.
There's a good word for you all to learn and remember.
Yes, they are called entomologists. Entomologists, they study about insects, butterflies, dragonflies, beetles, mosquitoes, any kind of insects. So if you want to be an entomologist and if you like to study butterfly, you are a butterfly entomologist. So you don't need to be finish your school and everything to be an entomologist. You can start to be an entomologist from today. How? You can start maintaining a butterfly journal. Okay. So please observe in your garden and see whether you can see some butterfly eggs, caterpillars, okay, or like cocoon. And you can observe their life cycle. You know, they lay eggs. From the eggs, the caterpillar comes out. Then caterpillar makes a cocoon. At that stage, we call it pupa. Then pupa becomes butterfly. So you can start observing and start recording. Okay, day 1, what did you observe? Day 2, what did you observe? So you can study about butterfly life cycles, and also you can daily record butterflies comes to your garden. How many butterflies? Or you can draw them, the colors if you don't know the names, and also which plants do they visit. Okay, so you can record this and you can maintain a butterfly journal. And you can become a small butterfly scientist or an entomologist. And also I would like to share another interesting idea where you can do it as your weekend project, making a butterfly house. So this butterfly house, yeah, they provide shelter for butterflies to protect from their predators, because birds eat butterflies. So in the countries where we have winter, these butterfly houses are very important for them to rest during the winter time. But even in Sri Lanka, we can have them in our garden because it provides butterfly protection and also a place to rest. So I'm not going to talk about in detail how to make this, because if you go to Google and type butterfly house, how to make a butterfly house, even in the YouTube, you can see many videos. And you can make a nice own creative butterfly house and set up in your garden.
That's a wonderful idea, Auntie. That's lovely.
So that's about the facts about butterfly that I want to share with you. So now they are very busy with drawing, eh?
Yes, thank you so much, Auntie. That was a lot of information and very useful.
Yes,
okay.
Yes.
Can you tell me what are the difference from the moth and the butterfly?
Okay, so the moth and the butterfly. Aha. Have you seen the moths? Or Sinhala we call them salabaya. Yes. Usually, the main difference is their flight, their wings. Okay. And when they are on a like resting on a flower or a plant, we can see the butterfly's wings are like this. Okay, but moth's wings always they span like this.
Okay, they don't bring them together like this.
Together like this. Okay, so that is the main difference to identify moth and a butterfly. And also there are some tiny differences, like you cannot see them your eyes, where you have to use a magnifying glass. They are the size of the antenna. Yes. And moths are not colorful as
same family. Are they from the same family?
Not. Yeah. Let me check with the same family.
Both are insects, though. I guess the
insects. Like they are order insects.
Yes, but must be different species, right? Can't be the same species, I guess.
Yes.
And also, do you know how long they live? Do you know how long the butterflies live? Do you think that they have a very long lifespan? No, actually, their life is very short, like mostly, few weeks, right? So that's sad, but still, I mean, that's a fact that they live only for about, couple of weeks. Okay. And also, now I read, Auntie, now when they want to, when they lay eggs, they go and look for a good plant. So they just, keep their feet on it. That's you told that they taste with their feet. So that's how they try to, they figure out whether it's a good plant for the eggs to be laid. So that then she knows that the caterpillars will have enough food to eat. So that's how they find out which plant to lay eggs, a good plant to lay their eggs. So there are so many interesting information about butterflies. You can find out a lot about them if you are interested. And I'm sure that now those who are going to, make a butterfly journal, you can start that today itself, right? So work on your butterfly journal today itself, right? Okay, so can I see some of the drawings? Wow, Chanuli has drawn a beautiful picture. That's lovely, Chanuli. And Sansa is also, yeah, she's drawing a nice picture. Very good. Look at all the detail. Very nice, Kishen. And Skylar is, yes, wow, that's lovely, Skylar. Who else? I can see Kavindul's picture. Who else is drawing?
Miss, I have a butterfly book.
Wow.
Yeah. Where is that? Would you like to show us?
Yes. Teacher.
Yes. Oh, that's lovely. Let me see that. Wow, that's nice. So can you show us the inside? Dragonflies and butterflies of Sri Lanka. That sounds quite interesting. Do you have nice? Wow. Okay. I'm sure you have a lot of information in that. Right? Very good. Oh, that's about dragonflies, right? I think we covered one session about dragonflies. Were you there then? Were you in the, did you join for the dragonfly one? Earlier we did dragonfly session as well. Okay, that's good. So find more information about them. Yes? Yes. Oh, that's a lovely picture. Wow.
Wow.
Now there's the butterfly, and then there's the ladybug. Good.
The butterfly.
That's nice. Beautiful.
Beautiful. Okay. So I found the answer to Skylar's question.
Okay.
Really, yes, the butterflies and the moths, they are coming under there is in animals, auntie, there are different levels, like species, orders. So they both coming under same order called Lepidoptera, but two different groups.
Okay.
So two different groups. Under each group, the butterflies have different families, and moths also have different. So but both they call Lepidopterans, and they are coming under insects.
Insects. Okay.
Yes.
Skylar, you got your answer, right? Yes.
Skylar can.
So they are not the same. Huh? They are not the same.
They are not the same. Skylar can.
When the mother lays the egg, the mother leaves the babies.
Yes. Yes, she leaves the eggs. Now she actually uses some kind of a glue sort of a thing to stick the eggs to the leaf, and then so she makes sure that she lays eggs on a plant where they will have plenty of food to eat, right? So they don't eat everything, like Auntie said. They don't like to eat all the plants. There are particular plants that they want to eat. So the mother butterflies goes from flies from plant to plant, and then tastes the leaves with her feet and checks whether that is a suitable plant for her babies to eat. So then when she's happy with that, she lays the eggs and sticks them with some kind of a glue to the plant, the leaf, and then she flies away.
Yes.
But in the little caterpillar, in the very hungry caterpillar, he ate all the things, no?
Yes, now that happens in the stories, right? Stories are all about, mostly it's creativity and imagination. So you can create stories any way you like, right?
And also, and also, auntie, most of the time for the protection, because the mother butterfly is not there to they protect the eggs. So they usually lay the eggs the under the leaf.
Under the leaf.
Because then the other animals cannot see them, even with when it's raining, they are not washed off, like for protection. So most of the time you can see the butterfly eggs at the not the top side, the surface, the other side.
Other side. Okay, yes, definitely, yes. Okay, so have you all finished your drawings? Any more questions?
Yes.
Teacher,
Yes.
this is the underwear.
Oh, let's see it then.
Let's
Can
see
you
that.
show it to us? Yes, you can lift it up and show us.
So that is
Yes,
Kavitul's favorite part of the story.
yes, Kavidul's favorite part.
Kavitul, can you take it a little bit back and then we can
Yeah,
see it properly? It's not
Uh,
that much clear why it is.
I think because of the background, no? He has blurred the background. If you can remove that blur,
You have blurred, yeah, you have blurred the
yes,
black background.
yes.
No, Kavindu.
We can't see it, darling. Okay. Yeah, we can see some of it time to time. But if you take off that, blur in the background, then we'll be able to see it. I can see a little bit of pink underwear. Is it pink?
Yeah, it's pink, right?
It's pink. Okay.
And also,
Right.
Auntie, I have a small information to tell them. So
Yes,
these
Auntie.
days, yeah, the Lavatory Foundation website, yes, we are facing a small technical error of uploading because we have uploaded so many drawings. So we are working on that issue to capacity issue. There is a capacity issue. So we are working on it to fix that. Until that, the drawings that you are sending us, we will upload them into our Facebook page, okay?
Oh, okay.
And yes, and we promise you to fix our problem as soon as possible, and then, put everything into the website. But until that, all the pictures, the drawings you are sending us, we will upload them into our Facebook page. You can see them there.
I think Kavindul is ready to show the picture. There it is.
Okay.
Bring it a little closer, darling. Bring it a little closer. Then I think,
Okay.
yeah.
You can see now.
Oh, lovely.
It's a pink color underwear that I like, that
Yes.
ladybird.
Ladybird, yes. Oh, okay. Right. Thank you, Kavindul. So you all can complete the picture. Who
Auntie,
else would
I have a
like?
question for you. Okay. So let's ask from the kids as well.
Okay.
Why do our environment need butterflies? Do we need butterflies? Why?
Good question.
Yes.
We'll ask them.
Yes, we need to
Why?
balance the environment.
How do
So
they
they
balance?
are the pollen carriers.
Haha, yes. So butterflies are called as pollinators. Actually, Auntie, most of the insects are pollinators. Do you know pollinators? They
Tell me
help.
more about it, Auntie. Yes.
So they are the ones who help plants to, propagate, or to make new plants.
New plants.
Okay, no, like plants, they produce pollens, and from the pollens we get the new plants. And there should be someone to take these pollens, to other plants. So the butterflies and some of the birds and some of the other
bees. What about bees?
These are the very good pollen.
Very good pollinators.
Pollinators. Okay. So the butterflies and the bees are the top pollinators in our environment. So if we don't have them, that means no new plants. No new plants mean no food. So,
so they take pollen from one flower to the other, and then they can make fruit. And inside the fruit, there will be seeds, and the seeds can grow into new plants. Yes.
So they do a lot of huge
contribution to the environment. Yeah. So more butterflies, more bees in your garden, the better. Okay. So make sure that if you put up a butterfly garden in your garden, if you create a butterfly garden, then it will be very beneficial for the environment. You are helping the environment in a very good way.
And also, if you plant vegetables and fruits in your garden, it's very good if you have more bees and more pollinators. So that means your trees have more vegetables and more fruits.
More fruits. Good idea. Okay. So have you all finished your drawings? Shall we see your drawing?
Teacher,
Yes.
I'm come home now.
Okay. Okay, Dihela. You just came home. I hope you listened to the story.
Yes,
That's okay. Good. Okay. Now, Dihela is a very, he can
I'll
very nice
color
pictures.
later
So
because
you
my
can draw.
cousin brother has come and he's a baby. We can't color with him and the color pencil.
Okay. So you can color later and then send the pictures to auntie. Okay. Dihela, you also can draw later and then send the picture. Okay. Send the picture to auntie. Okay. So shall we all hold up the pictures, auntie?
Yes, I would like to see their pictures. Should be
Can
very
you all hold
colorful,
up the
right?
pictures? If you all can, there's Chanule's picture. I
Yeah.
can see Liana's. Yes.
That's okay. You can finish it later and send
Yes,
us a
you can finish
beautiful.
coloring.
Yeah.
We just, we would like to see what you have drawn.
Beautiful.
Enya, we can't see yours because of the background, I guess. If you can take the background off, we'd be able to see it.
Yes, Enya.
Very nice. Lovely. Emily, that's a nice picture. Very good. So please color it, children. We would like to see the, the finished picture. They look so lovely already. I'm sure that they will look, even more beautiful when you have finished coloring. Don't you think, Auntie?
Yes, because butterflies are anyway very colorful, right? So
Very
they will
colorful.
be very colorful.
Oh, lovely, Enya.
And also you can now read more about butterflies and start making a small butterfly garden in your house. You don't need to have a big space. Even if you have only balcony, you can plant those small trees and attract butterflies. And also you can start journaling about butterflies. And also, Auntie, their book. Now, for this month, they can add this information to the book that they are making about the wetland animals.
Wetland animals. I hope you are working on your wetland animal book. Yes. So you can add information about butterflies. You can draw a beautiful butterfly.
And